Hello everyone, it's good to be back with you. Light, health and strength for your journey through 2021. A real sense of God's presence and peace. Today is the 6th of January. In the calendar of the church, this is Epiphany, the day we remember the arrival of the wise men in Bethlehem with their gifts of gold, frankincense and myrrh. Of course, for people of faith, Jesus is the greatest gift in the Christmas season. And how we respond to him is the biggest question we're asked to answer. Listen to this poetic reflection that imagines the thinking of the innkeeper from that first Christmas in his old age looking back. Ponder the implications. It says this: I am old, so old and weary. My eyes are growing dim, yet I dream of the fateful evening when I had no room for him. The earth was hushed, expectant, and a burning star hung low for the Son of God's arrival. But how was I to know? When Joseph came a-knocking, shabby and poor, and Mary's eyes pleading, still I closed the door. If only the angels had brought me a message, if only the heavenly host had said, the kingly child is coming, I would have found a bed. When I heard the angelic chorus and saw the shepherds who came gladly to kneel and worship, sick was my heart with shame. I am old, so old and weary, and this is my earnest plea, that the loving Christ of Christmas will find a place for me. And you know, for all his hard-heartedness, for all his contempt for the poor, for all his special pleading about what he would have done if only he had known, I hope and I believe God will find a place for the innkeeper and people like him. I imagine most of us make decisions we'll later regret from time to time. Some of them perhaps mean-spirited. What we need is training in a spirituality that helps us respond better, more and more often, to the situations that come our way each and every day. You probably remember the story of the young man who comes to Jesus in order to get advice about how to improve his spiritual life. Jesus doesn't tell him to read the Bible or pray more. Instead, he tells him to be more generous. Interestingly, this is the only time Jesus calls someone to follow him and doesn't get a positive response. Even though Jesus looks right at this young man and loves him, as the story says, he isn't able to respond the way Jesus asks. It underlines that the call of Jesus and the spirituality he wants to shape us in are no easy matter. No easy matter for remorseful innkeepers, for rich young rulers, or for us. But we know too that even though we may not be the people we want to be, we are also not the people we used to be, because God is with us, at work in our lives, shaping our spirituality. So as we journey through 2021, when situations arise like the one that confronted the innkeeper, may we respond with generosity of attitude and mind, generosity of orientation and action. You see, what the innkeeper failed to grasp is that Jesus regularly comes to us in the stranger's guise, in the poor, in the prisoner, in the thirsty, in the hungry, in the homeless, in the baby born to parents so easily dismissed, on whom we feel we can close the door. But as the Bible insists, what we do to people like this, we do to Jesus. At the start of our journey through 2021, without naming people individually, the list would take too long, I want to thank everyone who has responded with generosity sharing time and talents, insights and skills to keep Bandside worshipping and witnessing, meeting need in our church and wider community, often in new ways, throughout the challenges of the coronavirus pandemic. We are not at the end of that hard journey yet, but we will get there because God is with us, deepening within us the spirituality of Jesus. God bless. Bye for now.